everybody. I just wanted to show you this. A lot of people probably don't know what a delicata squash is. And a delicata squash looks like this. These are my favorite squash. This is an acorn. They're long and slender, they're striped, and the best part is you can eat the skin. So the prep is very easy. So you cut the edges off, and what we do is I get a grapefruit spoon and you scrape the seeds out. I happen to like pumpkin seeds, so any squash seeds are like pumpkin seeds, so you can just scrape this right out, and the grapefruit spoon helps. Don't be afraid to dig into the squash a little bit and get all the stringiness out of there, because we're going to wash the seeds and all that stringiness will separate from the seeds, and then we'll be able to put it on parchment paper and roast those pumpkin seeds. And I will show you what sauteed delicata squash looks like, and you'll be able to see if your family might like that. So we're going to scoop out all the seeds, and then these are what the seeds look like. So like I said, I'm going to wash this up. All the membranes will come away from the seeds when you wash them, just with warm water, and then we'll roast them, and we'll have some nice squash seeds, okay, to snack on later. Okay, so I wanted to also tell you about our delicata squash. There are indentations here where the green stripes are, and I scrub this with hot water and a vegetable brush really good, because you're going to eat the skin. You want these grooves to not have any dirt in them or anything else, so I scrub it really good. I let it dry, and then I might even scrub it again if I see some brown spots on it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these delicata squash. They're cut lengthwise, and I'm going to cut them into 1/4 inch pieces. And once I do that, then they'll be ready to grease with Pam, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and put it on a baking sheet, which I have prepared with parchment paper and Pam. I always put the parchment paper down on our cookie sheets. The oven is at 425, which is what I start with for most roasted vegetables. So I put the parchment paper down, and then I spray it with Pam, and I'll put the vegetables down and then season them. Okay, everyone, so I've got my delicata squash. I've got it all cut, and I've put it on the cookie sheets, which I've sprayed with Pam. Parchment paper goes on first. Then I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil, which is about 2 points for the entire thing. I'm just going to lightly baste these, just so there's a little bit of olive oil. We don't want too many points. Like I said, we're a light kitchen. These are going to come really good, so I just want to make sure we have a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. It's pretty much all that I cook with. It's a good olive oil. It's good if you have heart conditions. We just don't use very much of it. So we roast, bake, braise, saute. We don't fry. I'm just trying to have a healthier life. So doing this, I haven't even used the whole 2 teaspoons. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for the areas that I might have missed, I'm going to spray everything with Pam. You can get an olive oil spray, but I use Pam primarily. I cook eggs with it, saute a lot, and then I'm going to put my spices on. So I've got black pepper. Black pepper enhances flavor. Don't be afraid to use it.
What's the temperature of the oven that you preheated?
It's 425. Should be about 30 to 45 minutes for most roasting of vegetables, but we're not positive. We have to test with a fork to see. This is garlic powder. I use garlic and onion for a lot. I don't care so much for the Italian seasoning because it has oregano, and that kind of repeats on us. So we don't We don't use that, and then just salt. So onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper is just all that I use. The olive oil and Pam. And now we're gonna put this in the oven. I'm gonna test it at 30 minutes. So I'm gonna put both of these in the oven, and I'm gonna roast it for 30 minutes. And then I'll let you see the finished product. So our Delicata squash that was roasted has come out of the oven. I put it in for 30 minutes. That seems to be fine. They are nice and roasted. And the first pan I've already put into a plate. So we're gonna have my husband Pete taste them. And so the thin ones are crispier. The thick ones, what do you think, honey?
Candy, just like candy.
You've never had it before, so it's just salt, pepper, and onion, garlic powder. Those are my favorite spices that I use with a lot of roasted vegetables. So these are going to be pretty easy. You're just going to scoop them up and serve them up. And if you have an air fryer, you can reheat these and they'll maintain their crispness. Okay, so
Better than potato chips.
yep. So I hope you enjoyed this and join us for our next video. Thank you.